Before we get a whole bunch more samples this spring from multiple manufacturers, let's take a moment while we have this lull in the industry and finally look at the Joan 13.3. If you guys are wondering, this box is strictly protective, if not can be possibly used for shipping as well. It's not the actual retail box, although it kind of is in a way, because the panel itself has its own box. Now, if you don't know what this is a panel e-paper device. It doesn't have any UI, it doesn't have any operating system, there's no storage or anything like that. It's a passive kind of panel that is used primarily for board meetings, etc. And this thing is very heavy, and during the full review we will weigh it, but it's very heavy. You can't even really hold it by the corner with one hand, it just falls to the table. This is a very low profile inner box, which is why you want to make sure you have that outer box there as well. Now, this is the Visionect, and this is the bigger 13.3 inch unit, and it is all glass, and this thing is crazily heavy. Very, very, very heavy. Now, you have a USB-C on it, but you also have a mini USB. And honestly, I don't know what each one does, and I don't know why there are two. Is it just to give flexibility for people who want to use one or the other? I genuinely do not know, because this is an unboxing. But let's take a look at it. The back of the unit is completely aluminum, and it's a brushed aluminum, so you get this very nice texture that with the grain you feel almost nothing, and against the grain you get a very high quality metallic feel. This thing is beveled, and what it means to bevel is to have this 45-degree angle so that it's not entirely sharp. It is still pretty sharp by the corners, so make sure you don't drop this on your toes when you're mounting it. And how you mount it is a little bit strange. I would personally recommend getting a mount where you can place this into rather than using this. If you peel this off, this is going to be a gigantic sheet of double-sided tape. Now, it needs to be almost the entire surface area for safety, because again, this thing is very heavy, so you wouldn't want this falling off and hurting somebody or breaking in and of itself. So you have to have the majority of the surface area so that when you put it to the wall, it doesn't move and it doesn't fall down. It is a flush screen and bezel, all glass. You can see the reflectivity. You can just throw a 13.3 inch matte screen protector from a Lumi or a Sony DPT or something on there. It is out of batteries, of course, because, well, we took so long to do this video because it's been a mad dash to cover everything we needed to cover for 2022, 2023, and 2024. It has been a very busy world of e-paper. The e-reader industry is accelerating at a rapid pace, and we needed to keep up. How this works is that you usually use mitigating applications or programs to project and transfer things onto here, onto this screen, in order to display things. So who's in the meeting today? You have a meeting with Mary, and then Susan, and then John with the respective times. This is not something that you use as an ebook reader, although you could project a single page of ebook onto it if you'd like. You can put a single image, or you can simply use it as a gigantic photo frame. It's up to you. And in the full review, because it's an extensive product for something that feels so simplistic, it needs a standalone review because there's a lot to cover when it comes to the application and the overall use case of this, which we will be going over in great detail. For now, this is the Visionect by Joan. This is the big unit by them. They have a bigger one, but this one is the 13.3, and it's bigger than the 6 that they have. This one comes in slate gray. I'm not sure if it comes in any other colors because we're getting to this a little bit late into its lifespan, but we'll cover all that in the full review.